In this video, we're going to continue with operations with fractions with some addition and subtraction of fractions. In order to do that, first we need to be able to find a least common denominator for fractions. And that's just the smallest number that the two denominators or three denominators or however many denominators we have will go into. So looking at example 1 here, we have 2/5 and 1/3. So if I'm looking at 5 and 3 there, we need to figure out what number they will go into. Okay, so it cannot be smaller than these numbers. It must be bigger. So 5 and 3, if I look at my multiples of 5, so we have 5, you'd have 10, 15, 20. Kind of look at those multiples and see which ones 3 would go into. 3 doesn't go into 5. 3 doesn't go into 10. 3 goes into 15. That's the smallest one it goes into. So 15 would be our LCD. And that's kind of a quicker way for some of you maybe to find that LCD. All right, so looking at number 2, we have 3/8, 2/3, and 5/2. I'm going to do the same thing. Again, we're looking at the 8, the 3, and the 2. So looking at those numbers, if I start with that first denominator, 8, and just kind of go through its multiples. So 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay. And then I'm going to see which ones those go into. So 3 doesn't go into 8. It gets thrown away. 3 doesn't go into 16. 3 does go into 24, so 3 works there. Does 2 go into 24? 2 does go into 24. So we get to use 24 as our LCD there, our least common multiple. All right. And then looking at that last one, number 3, 1/9 and 5/6. So looking at those two denominators, I'm just going to kind of continue with the way I've been doing it. So for 9, I have 9, 18, we'd have 27, 36. Now if I look at this, so 6 does not go into 9. 6 does go into 18, so I could use that, and that is the smallest one. So 18 will be our LCD. Now if I look at that list, 6 also goes into 36, but is bigger. And we're looking for the least common, or the smallest. So that's why I'm going to use the 18 and not use 36. It's also why I did not just multiply the two numbers together to get an answer. Okay, because again, we're looking for the smallest. All right, in our next video, we will look at examples 4 through 7, where we will do some adding and subtracting.